Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today is our last day here at West Virginia. So I believe we are going to the Wilmore Dam and the Rocket Boys launch site. And I'm not sure what we're doing after that, but those are the first two items that we're definitely going to. So if you haven't watched our last few videos, so it is Sterling and myself in the blue Turbo R, and then we got Jimmy and Darla in their XP 1000. We're down at their place in Virginia, which is right on the border of West Virginia. So we're doing some Outlaws of Virginia, West Virginia, some Hatfield trails and stuff like that. So we're just gonna head on out. We're stopped at the Trailhead company store again to get gas, which is only not even 2 minutes down the road from their house, so it works out. But we're gonna head out to the Wilmore Dam and Rocket Boys launch site. So we'll bring you guys. I think we have to take some road to get there. If we end up on some trails, I'll bring you guys back, or I'll just bring you once we get to the area. So thanks for watching. So we just took some road and now we're on a Virginia Outlaw trail to cut out some of the road time. So it just kind of swerves in and out of the woods and stuff. It's definitely overgrown in some sections. So we'll be dodging branches and leaves and stuff like that, but I'll show you what we're working with. trail and goes in and out of the woods. So we actually came up to this top part here, and it's opening up there, which actually shows here and IROC's up here. But our plan was to come up here, go down. So it's West Virginia to Taunton Ridge to Highway 161, maybe. But the guys just walked up there, and there's a bunch of dirt, and it's kind of all blocked off. So now we're just kind of having to back down. So we're gonna have to guide each other back because you can't really turn around where we're sitting. So we're gonna get Jimmy down first, and then we'll get ourselves down. But this is what we got. So you have a dip here, dips down, and then there's some more mounds. And then you got whatever's behind us. So we're just gonna get backed up. Can you see, or is Jimmy gliding? Huh? You might get up. Is there a turnaround area back there? Yeah. So we're at the Anawalt Lake. I guess it's a wildlife management area. So, not sure if this is the lake, but it could be. There's a little parking area here. There's like some runoff drainage over there and over there. So, we just stopped here, checked this place out. Not sure what we're doing after this, so I'll bring it back when I figure it out. So, just down, probably like not even 100 feet from the little parking area, apparently there's really old timer outhouses. So they're kind of like in the woods. It's kind of like a little overgrown, but Sterling's gonna take you up there and show you guys what they look like.
Okay, so we're at Anawalt Lake, and we're heading up through the woods. There are two old outhouses up in the woods here that were for the Anawalt Lake. And they're pretty hidden in the woods now with all the brush and the trees growing up. And the color of the outhouses help kind of hide them in the bush. We're gonna walk you over to the first one. And the first one is for the men's outhouse. So here it is. Men AD Conservation Club. And right here it has a little thing to lock the door so no one can get in. Or if you lock it, you can lock someone in there. And then this is what the inside looks like. Now something has been in there chewing. But yeah, there's a pipe there. There's a big hole. And that's your toilet paper holder. That's what that one looks like, and that's the men's. I'll give you a little view of the roof. And then over on the side here, right there, that's a vent for air. And then there's two more. One there, and then one there to allow some air and that stuff in. So that's the one outhouse, that's the men's. Now we're gonna come over here and walk over here to the women's. And this is the women's. So they're both the same style, built the same. And look at the handle on this. So and the door has a spring on it, so it springs shut. But yeah, that's the outhouses at the Anawalt Lake.
Okay, so we're just gonna leave Anawalt Lake area. We're gonna head kind of back track a little bit, and then eventually we're gonna jump on some Hatfield trails and ride those trails for the rest of the day. We'll see what we come across, what we do. So once we're back on the trails, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so we just came back down to the Trailhead company store. Rinsed out a radiator. We're having a little high temps from playing in the mud yesterday, so hopefully that'll fix everything. We're gonna head to the Pocahontas Trail system, and I believe we're gonna go try checking out Piercy's place. Jimmy and Darla have been there before, so we're gonna go check it out and see what it's all about. Okay, so we're just gonna enter Pocahontas from the trail entrance, trail 10, which is right here. And I believe Piercy's place is where on trail 16, where 62 meets 16. So we're gonna venture out to that area and see if we can find it. came on Green 16, drove down, and then 62 I think is down there. So it's like right between them. So here's his place. There's a raffle going on. Got a nice. You gonna go take a seat in the chair? The chair.
Oh, he's painted rock.
You can get hot dogs, drink. They have stickers. Nice little shaded area. Oh, Starling's all the way up there. Keep walking around. Here's their little fire pit.
What kind of chips are they? Like little laid back?
We just want chips.
No, I'm gonna get something else too.
It's a nice little. Feels like when you make a hut, like in your backyard, because you have woods. This is what it feels like.
Couldn't get even better.
Nice. Do you guys get a lot of people come down this way?
Weekends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the weekends. This place is packed.
Nice. So we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit and we'll be back. Okay, so we're just gonna be leaving Hurst Place. We're just gonna go back down the trail 16 and kind of just cruise around on Pocahontas. Last time we were down here, we didn't really do much on Pocahontas trail wise, so we'll see what we can find. So we're on trail 17 and we just came across one of the signs for the coke ovens. So they're little. Ugh. A lot of garbage in there. So we just wanted to stop and check that out real quick, but we'll keep moving and we'll bring you back if we find something else. So we just took a bunch of different green trails, some blue trails. Pretty much we were just cruising around on Pocahontas. Using the map, we were just picking random stuff in and out of the woods. Not much to actually film besides trail riding. But we did come across on the map that we found the Pocahontas Trailhead sign, which is one photo that Sterling and I don't have. We only have Ivy and Indian Ridge. So we wanted to shoot out here since it wasn't that far where we were, and we got the picture with the trailhead here. So if you're looking for the Pocahontas Trailhead, I think it's off of Trail 15. I think that's what that sign says up there. There's a big parking lot area here. It might be some kind of campground or something. Can't read the signs from over here. But so we just wanted to get our photos taken. Not sure what we're doing next. Probably hit some more trails up, but we'll bring you back if we find something different. So we're on a green trail. I'm not sure what trail it is. If it's Pocahontas Trail or a West Virginia Outlaw Trail. But on our map where we're at, we're right here. And then right next to it, you can see it says Elkton Tunnel, West Virginia. So apparently it's someplace in those woods. So if it's there, we'll go to a clip. Sterling and Jimmy went up to go check it out. It looks like there's train tracks at least right there. So who knows? We'll see if it's anywhere close to where we're at. If so, we'll get some footage of that. If not, we'll just keep going.
So it looks like we found some kind of cave thing. Yeah. Look. It's all made out of, it looks like brick. I bet you that's a coke oven. That's a coke oven. Yeah. Yeah, this is a coke oven. Here's brick. Really cool. The stuff you find when you explore. All right, nice. So we're right down from the coke oven, and what we're spotting is this like rock wall. As you can see, these are some big boulders, and they're stacked. And that is all man-made. So what I want to say is, right above it, on top of it, was probably a railroad bed, possibly. Something that they would have stacked boulders like that. So we're going to keep exploring. We'll come back if we find anything else. Alright guys, back again. I found 2 more coke ovens. Woo-hoo-hoo! Whoa! So right here in front of me, there's one, as you can see. And over to my right here, I have found another one. So I'm going to take you over there. Woo. Oh man, this one's really, this one's is really dug out there. Look at that. Jimmy, I can climb right in this one.
Yeah.
I'm going inside the coke oven. And there I am. I am totally inside the coke oven. You probably can't see anything because if I had my media mod, I could have my light on the media mod and then it would light this up. But yeah, this is a great find. Alright, well, we're going to keep on exploring. If we find anything else, we'll bring it back. Oh, there's a third one over here. Jimmy, there's another one right over here. It's in a bunch of the bushes, look at that. Woo! Yep, there's another one. Okay. Let's explore down this way a little bit. Yep, and here is another one. This one is bigger. Look at this. Wow. Is this awesome? And just think, these coke ovens haven't been used in quite a while because look at the size of that tree that's grown up right basically in the center of that coke oven. All right, well, I'll bring you back if we find any more or something else. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, here is another big coke oven. This is double the size, just like over to my left where I came from. And then right next to it, it's a double one, because over here on the right side is another coke oven. Look at this thing. And I believe over here to the right some more. Yup. This is another one. Another coke oven. Look at that. Wow. All right. We'll bring you back if we find some more or something else. So we're walking back to our buggy, and look at this rock wall that's here. All those big rocks that are stacked. Man-made. And then where I'm standing, this was the path that went straight up ahead, up to the coke ovens. And on the right hand side off the embankment was that first rock wall that I showed you. So that's that. Now we're heading back to the buggies.
So, as you can tell, they didn't find the tunnel, but they found some of the coke ovens and stuff like that. So we're just gonna keep following this green trail and see what else we come across. rutted, muddy section. So we'll see how the rest of this trail goes. It's pretty long, by the way. Well, this is a random situation. Some random car. keep going on another really